So my first question is obviously, since your incredible turn in Triangle of Sadness, you've been in massive demand. I think I've already seen you in two films this year, and you have a third on the way. Do you find it exciting to have this much work coming in, or do you find it tiring, or where are you falling on that spectrum?
That's a very good question. I find both. I'm I can't complain. I mean, if I'm tired, that's part of it. I mean, it's better to be tired working than to be tired not doing anything, or So yeah, I'm so excited, and I can't be happier. This is really, for me, the height of my life as an actor. This is the most that I'm getting jobs, because most of my life I've I've just been waiting for work to come and waiting for the call. But now I'm working. So every time I feel tired, I just remind myself, okay, you're tired. That's a good thing. It's a good thing you're tired. It means you're productive and you're getting things done. So yeah, it's both in a good way.
Yes, absolutely. And then what stood out to you about Ghostlight that made you want to sign on to this project in your busy schedule?
It's really the theater component in it, because I'm a lover of theater. I love it so much. It's my passion, and to be able to see us, projected there on screen, and to hear our story told, and how the process of creating, and how we touch lives, and how theater helps people, was really exciting to me, especially because in my country, in the Philippines, although theater is a big part of our culture, we still haven't really tapped the masses. And hopefully, through films like Ghostlight, more people will see the healing power of theater.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the really powerful themes of the film is artistic expression as a method of connection, both with oneself and with others. How does this theme resonate with you?
Oh, theater has always been an expression of it's always been my way of expressing not just my creativity, but whatever happiness or inner turmoil or anything that I've ever felt or I'm feeling at a particular moment. It's a very healing process for me. It's very therapeutic. I find solace when I'm in the theater. Whenever I go in a theater, I feel like I'm home. It doesn't matter which theater it is. I always automatically feel at home. It's a place I'm familiar with. It's a place I know the inner workings of, and I'm just at my best, and I'm at my happiest when I'm in a theater. So, yeah, that's why it's really really special to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one of the really special things about your performance is your chemistry with Keep Cooper, not in a romantic sense, but in like a platonic one. How do you achieve this delicate dynamic?
I think that the question about um, chemistry, I think it boils down to like-minded people in terms of how they want to make the scene work, and how they want to get the message across, and how they want to tell the story in the most authentic way possible. And I'd like to think that I have that in me, and Keith definitely has that in me. So it was really easy working with Keith. Keith and I never really, and this is what's magical about it. Keith and I never really talked about how we were going to do things. We never planned anything. We never sat down and said, okay, so I'm going to do this. So what do you think you're going to do? None of that happened. It just happened so organically. And I think it's because we're like-minded in terms of our goals as actors, and how we see this art form, and how we respect it, and how I'm loyal to Rita and he's loyal to Dan, and that's just it. And that somehow finds a way to work together, and to into this beautiful mesh, and this beautiful dance. So I think that's really what how the chemistry worked between Keith and I. It's really because he may be an American and I'm Filipino. He works in Chicago, I work in Manila, but it's more or less the same culture, and we more or less are driven by the same things, and that's what made it work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, for many actors, getting to play a role like Juliet is a dream. And in a way, through Ghostlight, you do get to play Juliet. Is there a classic role, no matter whether it's younger or older than you, that would be your dream to play?
You know, I've always Shakespeare. Are you asking about
Anything,
Shakespeare?
any classic.
Anything? Oh, anything. If it's anything, I've always wanted to play someone with a personality disorder. I've never played anyone like that, and I would really be interested to see how that would turn out. I'm very fascinated with neurodivergence, so I'd really love to play someone with a personality disorder. With Shakespeare, I've always wanted to play Katerina in The Taming of the Shrew, even when I was young. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think, in Ghostlight, obviously there are two sides to the film. Obviously, you are performing in this family drama, and then you're also performing in the Romeo and Juliet scenes that kind of tie back into that family drama because of the parallels between the stories. Did you find this unique structure? How did you approach this as a performer? Did you find it like to be a challenge? Did you find it to be something interesting to overcome?
I found it both interesting and also a challenge. It was a challenge because especially if you're supposed to play an actor who is very good at their job, that's really very challenging because you can't lie about that. You can't trick yourself or your co-actors or the audience that you're a good actor. You really have to be one. So that was the challenging part. The interesting part was being able to marry the two things that I love, which is film and theater, and being able to work with those both, mediums in one creative process. And that part to me was really so exciting. And I found it really comforting. I don't know why, but it really felt good to play a theater actor who's frustrated with how her career is going and how nothing is happening to her, and that she's doing community theater and not making any money, but working with the people that she loves, with the people that she trusts, like Lenora, her director. So that part was really very exciting to me.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think not all, of course, but a lot of your recent work has been in the comedy genre. But Ghostlight, you get to do something a little more dramatic. Did you find this to be an intriguing part of your role in the film? Did you find this exciting as a performer?
You know what's funny about me when I'm cast in things and people say this is a comedy or this is a drama, when I'm already working and I'm already immersed in it, I don't think of the genre. I don't think of, okay, I'm doing a comedy, I have to be funny. I always take everything seriously, and then I let the seriousness of the scene take care of itself and be in and of itself funny the way it is. So I never really thought of it that way, but I do like playing lighter characters and being able to have fun on set and just being able to be free and trusting the material. So yeah, it's really more of that. And but I do enjoy doing comedies more because when I when I step into a project, I know it's a comedy and then I throw that thought away. But stepping into it and knowing it's a comedy, I enter it more lighthearted and more of, okay, I can have fun and just relax. So it's more
Yeah,
of that.
absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a wonderful
Thank you,
rest of your day.
Sean.
Really enjoyed the film, and I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Sean.